Hey there, and welcome to our channel, where every day is an adventure waiting to be shared. I'm Manda, and together with Dan and Aria, we explore, capture, and most importantly, enjoy every moment together. Join us on this incredible journey around the globe. In this week's episode, we're heading to the most magical place on Earth, Disneyland Paris. Get ready for thrilling rides, captivating shows, and magical moments. We'll explore the iconic Sleeping Beauty Castle, meet beloved Disney characters, and dive into all the fun and fantasy Disneyland Paris has to offer. Let the journey begin. We excitedly arrived at the Disney Newport Bay Club, where we were welcomed into the Compass Club Lounge for morning tea while they organised our check-in and our room.
I did say we had something really exciting to come, and this is it, Disneyland. So we've decided a couple of days at Disneyland Paris. So we're staying at the resort. Disneyland is costing us an absolute mint, but we wanted to immerse ourselves and do it once and do it well. So we're doing 3 days, 2 nights here at Disneyland, and as you can see, Aria's very excited. And we're just going to have 3 massive days of the happiest place on earth.
We started our day getting our bearings, soaking in the atmosphere, and easing our way gently with the rides and attractions.
Aria.
Where are we?
We're in Disneyland.
Yeah,
we're
what are we-
flying on what?
Dumbo.
Dumbo.
And what, are you going to control Dumbo?
Yeah.
How?
By playing this lever.
Gently though, he said, remember? Up, gotta hold it up.
We took a break from the rides and attractions to head to watch a couple of parades. First up was the 30-year anniversary, followed by the Stars on Parade. Aria absolutely loved waving to Anna and Elsa. After the parades, we headed back to the hotel for afternoon tea and to rest our legs for a little while before hitting the park again for the evening.
There he is, going around the top.
I got one of these things. He's in the front.
You're gonna die!
It's the tractor.
Here she comes.
That was intense.
Good intense? Your face was not happy when you came around that corner.
No, I did not like the big drops. The front, you feel it more at the front than the back.
What about the loop-the-loop?
The loop-the-loop, yeah, my eyes were closed. And at one point, I was so far off the seat, like I was slid as far back forward, but I was like sliding on the seat, yeah. I think now that I've experienced it once, I could probably do it again.
Okay.
And like enjoy a little bit more each time, but yeah, that first one, was more than I expected.
Why are your eyes closed on the upside?
Well, guess what's open?
Sorry.
Guess what's open now?
What?
Thunder Mountain.
And I kept it.
Alright.
started off day 2 with our early access to the park. Due to staying at the resort, we get to access before the general public day tickets can arrive. We enjoyed exploring Sleeping Beauty's castle and then had a special breakfast surprise.
What are we doing?
We're having a princess breakfast.
What does that mean?
Then the princesses have come to darling, and we and the princesses come.
So we get to eat breakfast and the princesses come to visit. You're in your pretty dress? Good job.
Like Aurora, and I have Elsa and
Mhm.
a crown.
Nice.
I just got to meet Cinderella and get a photo with her.
Yeah, how good is that?
Pardon?
Is that awesome?
Yeah. I asked her a question, and the question and she said, making dresses with her mom.
Yeah, and hanging out with, spending time with Prince Charming. Yeah.
Morning, James. Great.
What do we start with?
What have you done today?
We went out to the Disney castle.
We went to Sleeping Beauty's castle.
We had to look. We went to Snow White on the seventh wall. And then we had a breakfast with princesses. I'll tell you the names: Aurora, Ariel, and Belle.
Yeah.
Actually, not Belle.
And did you meet them all?
Cinderella.
Did you meet them all?
And then we did a big parade.
Oh, wow.
Wait, you went on Pinocchio, right?
We went on a Pinocchio ride.
Then we did the parade.
parade
And where are we going now?
to Disneyland Studios,
Cool.
made by Walt Disney.
Yeah.
Would we just
Crush's coaster. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was very quick. It was smooth. It was in the dark flying through backwards and forwards. It was pretty good. It was a good level of intensity. I think I preferred Thunder Mountain.
Okay.
I rated Thunder Mountain higher. But
It's like a 10 out of 10, this one's a 9 kind of
it's
scenario.
like an 8, I think.
Okay. I liked
Yeah.
it.
Indiana Jones was like an 11, but also like a 9 because it was maybe a little too much. Whereas Thunder Mountain was like the perfect for kids and
And
adults.
Ari could come.
Yeah. What are we doing?
I parrot.
The Tower of Terror, the big drop. Are you scared? Tower of Terror?
No.
Not scared of any big drops? You gonna be good? How was it?
Scared. I was like, it went, and then, it was fun. Hey,
We finished our day there with sunset and the drone show from our hotel window. We were all exhausted after 2 huge days in the park and needed a well-earned rest. We enjoyed a buffet breakfast again this morning before packing our things and heading into the park for our final day. It was a rainy start to the day, so ponchos and umbrellas were required. We loved meeting some of Disney's loved characters, including my favourite, Eeyore. We then hit up some of the indoor shows to try and stay dry and out of the rain.
What just happened, Aria?
some people came out. They're superheroes.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy, yeah. And you had to do a what?
Dance.
Yeah, you had a dance off, didn't you?
Yeah. And then the boy picked me and a bunch of other people.
Yeah.
And then I did, and he speaks a tiny bit of English and not so French. And I did it, but I nailed it, even though it was in French and a little bit of English.
And you did an awesome dance, didn't you? Good job. You're the captain of the team.
What did we just do?
I just did a high-speed roller coaster.
The Avengers one, right? The Flight of the Avengers?
Yeah. Yeah.
And how was it?
Right.
What'd you do?
Look, sudden drops.
Did it go really quickly, fast at the
Yeah.
start?
Yeah.
Went so fast.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alrighty, that's us done at Disneyland.
bugger.
Yeah.
But also, it was great.
It was an awesome 3 days. We got to pretty much do everything we wanted
everything, yeah.
Did every ride that we could.
There was not.
There was
no rides we didn't do.
Was there one ride that we didn't do because Ari couldn't go on? It was 140, maybe.
No, that was just Indiana Jones Fire.
Oh, no, and then we did it individually. Yeah, cool. So yeah, we did everything. Which is awesome.
We missed maybe one or two shows.
Yeah, we missed 2 shows, but yeah. So we've done pretty much 3 full days here. The 2 nights, 3 days stay here is really good, really, really good. As much as it is expensive, yeah, it's really good. So we did the Compass Club, which gave us kind of a little bit more exclusivity. So we were on the 7th floor. We could see the fireworks from our window and the drone show, which was cool. We had a beautiful view. We had a beautiful view over the lake. So that 7th and 8th floors of building is Compass Club. So you do VIP. I feel like the rooms are very much the same. It's just the view, I think. I don't know.
I think they've been refreshed a little bit.
Maybe, okay. We also got like a special check-in area, so we didn't have to wait in a massive queue. We got afternoon tea included. We got the breakfast in the Compass Club as well.
Soft drinks all day and coffees and whatever you want all day.
Yeah. So and we could take like soft drinks and waters and bottles of water stuff with us to the park. So we sort of took 2 of everything each day, so it kept us rehydrated.
Between like breakfast there and then like having a huge breakfast there and then going into the park, and then at 4 o'clock you go back for afternoon tea, which is unlimited as well.
Which is a buffet of...
We basically didn't buy any food in the park.
Yeah, right? Except for the dinner the first night.
We did 2 dinners, didn't we?
Oh, you did Macca's.
Yeah.
So we did dinner the first night in the village at Royal Pub. And then
pretty expensive. It was 150 Australian for the 3 of us.
And they were just burgers.
But it's just, it's what it is. It's Disney, right?
It is. And then, yeah, yesterday we weren't hungry, so, like at dinner time. So we actually just kind of came back to the room at about 8 o'clock. We actually just had some crackers and carrot sticks because we weren't hungry, so we didn't have dinner. So yeah, so you can balance it out a little bit with that breakfast and stuff. And they do take the price of the breakfast included from the Compass Club off the Princess breakfast, so it makes that cheaper, which is good because that's very expensive as well, as always. And okay, so anything else from the Compass Club? No,
just having your own concierge.
Yeah, and concierge and stuff like that for help and stuff like that.
If we wanted to go and do a Disney dinner specific restaurant or something, they probably could have got something.
They could have booked us in or whatever. But yeah. How much was it for 3 nights, 2 days, including classes?
I'm sure you want to know.
I think people probably want to know.
I think it was $2,100 US. So that's about 3,000 Australian dollars.
For 3 days, basically.
2 nights, 3 days. Yeah.
3 days in the park, food, blah, blah, blah. Plus, obviously, what we spent as well. But yeah, free parking as well, right outside. Secure parking, stuff like that. So yeah. So obviously, it is on the high end of the budget.
It was definitely a massive splurge. But to be honest, like, it was going to be expensive no matter what. And the Compass Club just added a little bit extra for nicer treatment. And then with Disney breakfast, we're going to do that. It just... I did all different options, and it ended up being kind of the best value for money way to do it. Especially since we didn't spend anything on food in the park at all, drinks in the park, nothing.
Yeah.
But you can do it. I think you do it the other way as well, where you don't get the Compass Club and you just do cheaper. Just bits and pieces of food here and there or whatever. But
yeah, or take your own lunches and snacks or whatever,
and do an apartment nearby and stuff. But I mean, you can do that, but yeah. I enjoyed it the way we did it. So.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say the same thing, in that we did look at them. I still remember sitting down booking this, and we sat down and we're like, whoa, it's going to be expensive. And then we're like, well, we're going to do Disney. We're going to do it well. In our opinion, let's just go all out. Let's just splurge. Let's pay it. Let's just go all out and do it all and kind of make the most of it, immerse ourselves in Disney. So that's what we did. Staying there, walking to the park, things like that, rather than have to drive in or catch trains and stuff from external places. We kind of just immersed ourselves, which helped as well with the 11 o'clock fireworks, being able to just walk the 15 minutes back to the room.
Oh yeah, man, that would have been a nightmare. Having to go find the car and
stuff like that. So yeah, so there's obviously cheaper ways to do it, because we didn't buy any souvenirs or anything either. So again, we looked at them, and kind of been traveling full time. We live in our suitcases. We don't really have space or weight capacity to carry souvenirs around. So yeah, anyway, our souvenirs are our memories and our photos. And this video.
With the height restrictions, if you got kids and you bring them to Disney and they are, like, depending what age they are, be aware that the fast rides have height restrictions of 1.2 meters or 1.4 meters for Indiana Jones. This is at Disneyland Paris only. In America, in the Florida one, I looked, and it's actually 122 centimeters there for the rides. So, and Aria just scraped in on not her tippy toes, but full stretch.
She was like full standings.
She just fit into the 120. So if we'd have booked this for Florida without realising, she wouldn't have been able to go on heaps of rides.
There would have been like 6 rides. If it was the same rides here, it would have been 6 that she couldn't do.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
So just check the height restriction on the rides before you book coming to Disney or any theme park, I guess.
Know the height of your kids and how much they'll grow in the
and add the shoes, because they count shoes.
Yeah.
And it's mainly just for safety reasons for the harnesses, because some of them are just as thrilling but don't have the height restriction, like
so Crush's Coaster.
Thunder Mountain and Crush's Coaster are just as thrilling and whatnot, but they don't have the height restrictions. Maybe not quite. They don't have corkscrews.
They don't have, flip upside down and stuff, which requires the harness sort of thing. So, but like she loved them.
Tower of Terror you can still do, even if they're short. So there are some thrill rides you can do. Don't be put off, but you can't do the really intense coasters, I guess.
Yeah.
But they're not that intense. Like, they're pretty intense.
Like, they're intense, but Aria was fine.
And they're all short. They're not like mega coasters. They're all indoors, shortish ones.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think the fact that they're indoors was a benefit, because you couldn't actually see how fast you were going.
And you can do them in the rain.
And you can do them in the rain and not get wet. And you can't really see how fast you're going and see what's to come. So that helps with me. I'm good with those ones. Compared to the outdoor ones, it's not as good. I don't cope as well. The other thing I was thinking was also, if you do have kids that don't make the height restriction, you can do the switch out thing as well. Single rider, or like switch out rider, where you can line up and get like a piece of paper thing. They give you like a card or something to say you switch, so you can go again. Like,
you have to ask about it.
But you have to ask
it's
in
sort of
advance.
hard. Like,
it's like
most of the staff speak English. I'd say 99% of them speak English, but some of them not very well, and it's a little bit like
And like for us, for the Indiana Jones, we said like we want to do the switch thing, and they're like, yep, that's fine, and then we didn't.
She didn't tell me I had
we
to
had
get
to get
like
a
piece of paper
or card thing. So she was like, "Where's your card to do the switch?" And we're like, "What card?" She's like, "That's what you need. You need to ask for that." And we're like,
so it was a different person.
Yeah, and we're like,
it doesn't matter. They sorted it out.
Yeah, it was fine, but like it's possible, and just I don't know, to try and reduce how much. If you've got kids that miss out on like 5 rides, and you want to do this regularly, like you want to do all the 5, and you need to do the switching regularly, it's a good thing to know. Any other tips?
Disney in the rain and variable weather. So we had varied conditions over our time here, and so we're happy to share a few little tips and stuff with everyone. Number 1, it can change from the forecast. So it doesn't matter what the forecast says. It may or may not rain. It may or may not get hotter or colder. We have a couple of examples. Like our first day, it was meant to rain. It didn't, and that was great. The second day it was meant to be cloudy, it was sunny. Third day it was meant to rain all day, and it only rained for the morning a little bit. So it doesn't matter what the prediction is, it can always change. Second tip is that...
So don't put it off, even if it's
don't put it off,
Don't, come and enjoy it.
Second tip, the Disney ponchos, we thought they would be overpriced and like not worth it. So we went out of our way to like buy some cheap €2 ponchos at a supermarket before we went in. It was a massive mission. And then we got there, and our ponchos were like super thin and garbage, and the Disney ones were like thick, like proper raincoat things, and they were
stiff and
fitting, and we would have preferred the Disney ones if it actually rained.
Which it did, and I was in a poncho.
Yeah.
And I would have preferred the Disney one.
Yeah.
But I also didn't want to line up this morning when it was bucketing down with everyone else trying to buy a poncho.
Oh no! Yeah, but then if you can get away without having to use one, it's good.
Yeah.
Number 3, if you do have a day that you're pretty sure it's going to rain on, out of like your 2 or 3 days or whatever, there are a lot of like indoor shows and rides. Not all of them have lines inside, so some of them are better than others. Some advice, like we did Disney and the Magician, that the lineup was all, the queue was all undercover. Whereas the Lion King, the queue was all outside. So just maybe do a little bit of Googling, and I'm sure other people have really comprehensive like rain guides and stuff like that, but some shows are better than others, and some ride queues are better than others for the rain.
In terms of waiting in the rain,
the main thing is that it was definitely way quieter this morning in the rain than it has been every other day. So
yeah,
like even if you're just prepared to get wet, like Thunder Mountain I think had a 5-minute queue on it instead of like a 50-minute queue like it normally does.
Yeah, and that was like 10 o'clock, so yeah.
I mean, look, you would have gotten soaked though, but I mean,
yeah,
it was 5 minutes, like
exactly.
So maybe just on a rainy day, if you want to just suck it up and get wet,
and
just bring a change of clothes for after
you get all the wet things done or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think actually I saw everyone wearing ponchos sitting on the ride.
Yeah, that would have been wearing ponchos.
Yeah, so it would have helped a fair bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. There's a few quick tips from us on Disney in the rain and variable weather conditions.
Yeah.
Oh, and we didn't take our sunglasses today because we're like, it's overcast and grey, and then
100% rain.
It got like bright, and we were like,
Glaring,
wish we'd had our sunglasses.
Yeah. And just in the sun, don't forget sunscreen and all of that, because I didn't see any available to buy. So if you want to be sun protective, make sure you've got your sunscreen. But obviously there's hats to purchase, but
yeah.
Yeah. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments, and we'll try and answer them for you.
Yeah.
All right, Aria, what was your favourite 3 things for the whole time at Disney?
Crush's Coaster.
Mm-hmm.
Thunder Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
And the really super fast one.
Which one? Oh, the super fast one today.
So the Hyperspace Mountain?
No, the Flight of the Avengers or whatever.
Flight of the Avengers. Wow. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Alright, Dad. What about you? Top 3.
Top 3. It's hard. Probably Thunder Mountain. I thought was a really good coaster. It was really enjoyable with Aria. Lion King show. And Spider-Man thing too, surprisingly.
Yeah, right.
It was between that, because like Ratatouille was really good. It was a similar concept, but like Spider-Man was like interactive, like he was shooting the things and you got a score, and it was like, it's like the Buzz Lightyear one, but way better because it was modern and new. Yeah, so they're my top 3.
Cool.
What about you, Mum?
For me, I liked Crush's Coaster.
That was good.
Ratatouille.
Yeah.
And the Lion King production.
Not the Magician one?
No, I liked the Lion King. The Magician one was like close, like it was either of those, like. But I have a thing for the Lion King. Like that's my favourite, like one of my top favourites. So yeah, I think it's so hard to pick. There's just honestly like there's so much.
So the Magician show had the full like animals walking around.
Yeah.
Like Broadway one.
Yeah, that's true. Which is what I liked about it. But the songs and everything in the and telling the story of the level of production for the Lion King was just out there. We are moving on. We are heading back to Germany.
Yeah.
Looping back around to Germany because that's how we got a really good price on a car rental. We'll catch you in Germany next.
Coming up next episode, Dan fulfills a lifelong dream off his bucket list, the Nürburgring. We'll also share with you our hints, tips, and everything we've learnt so far from our first 6 weeks of full-time travel in Europe. So subscribe now so you don't miss it. We'll see you soon.